and I, Donna, lead a small group in our home, and I'd like to share with you a couple of our projects that our small groups work on. In our small groups, we do times of Bible study, we do times of prayer and concerns for other people, and we do fellowship, but that's not what small groups are all about. Small groups are an opportunity for us to minister to other people, and I want to share with you what we've done in the past few years as far as our ministry group. The one time was I was praying and asking God to show us what we could do as a small group to make a difference in somebody else's life. And it wasn't much longer after that my wife received a call from Glenda Perry, and it was informing her of her daughter Noelle's daughter was going to graduate from high school, and she wanted to have an open house party, and she asked if she could have a tent and tables and chairs. And Noelle's been quite sick, and the funds were not there to do that. After Glenda shared that with my wife, we talked to our small group, and we decided it was something we could do here. So we got together, we collected some money, we contacted a man in our church who has tents for rent and tables and chairs, and he gave us a good rate, and he said if we would help him set it up, that he would provide the tent for the party. So the men of the small group set the tents up, set the table and chairs up. The ladies made food, salads, and some desserts and delivered them. And so they had a good time at the graduation party. And as most of you know, Noelle Rollitt, about 6 months later, passed away and went to be with the Lord. So this made a big difference in Noelle's and her daughter's life. And so we're very thankful that we had that opportunity. Another opportunity I'd like to share with you is about this boy. His name is Austin Good. And Austin is an 8-year-old boy who about a year ago on Thanksgiving, him and his family was visiting friends and watching a football game, and Austin was playing in the house with their 2 dogs. And later on, Austin decided to go outside and play, and so he went outside, and a little while later the owner of the dogs let the dogs go outside also. And a few minutes later, Austin's father looked out the window and saw the 2 dogs attacking this young boy. So they went out and let the dogs off of him and took him to the Toledo ER, and later on he had to be flown to Detroit Hospital, where he spent over a month in the hospital. Austin had both his ears torn off, he had his scalp pulled back, which he'll probably never have hair again, and he had one of his arms was bitten into, and it just missed an artery. Because of the situation, I shared this with our small group at one of our meetings, and we prayed for him and his family, and we decided this is a way that we could make a difference in Austin's and his family's life. So we collected some money and presented that to him, and also we found out that Austin loved baseball. So one of the members of our small group had access to some Mud Hens tickets, so we were able to get him 4 sets of tickets for his entire family to visit the Mud Hen. One thing the ladies did last year at Christmas time was they made cookies, and we boxed them up, and then we delivered them to some of the single men of our church at Christmas time to just make their day a little bit brighter, and I think they appreciated that. One other thing we are working on is right now we are doing a clothes drive, and we're going to set it up at Trilby Church along with the food bank that Sherry Rabb and Teresa Pugh work at, and the ladies of the group will also be there to help hand that out. In Jeremiah 29:11, the Lord tells us that He has a purpose for our lives, and I just want you to remember that the Lord does have a purpose and a plan for your life. And the small group is a way that you can get involved and use your plan and your purpose to make a difference in other people's lives.